Have you ever wondered what the Buddha had to say about the future? Today, we're diving deep into this fascinating topic. The Buddha, also known as Siddhartha Gautama, is one of the most influential figures in spiritual and philosophical realms. His teachings have shaped the lives of millions and continue to resonate even today. But what did he foresee about the times ahead? In this video, we'll explore the Buddha's insights and prophecies concerning the future. From predictions about societal changes to the emergence of future spiritual leaders, his teachings offer a profound perspective on what lies ahead. By understanding these teachings, we can gain valuable wisdom that helps us navigate our own lives and the challenges we face today. So let's embark on this journey to uncover what the Buddha envisioned for the future and how it remains relevant to us now. To truly grasp what the Buddha said about the future, it's essential to understand the historical context in which he lived. The Buddha was born around the 5th century BCE in what is now modern-day Nepal. This was a time of significant socio-political change, marked by the rise of small kingdoms and an increasing emphasis on spiritual exploration. The socio-political environment of that era profoundly influenced the Buddha's teachings. The region was rife with philosophical debates and a quest for understanding the nature of existence and suffering. Amidst this backdrop, the Buddha emerged as a revolutionary thinker, challenging prevailing beliefs and offering a path to enlightenment through his teachings. His insights have been meticulously recorded in key texts and scriptures, such as the Tripitaka and various sutras. These ancient writings not only capture his profound wisdom, but also include his visions and prophecies about the future. By examining these texts, we can better understand how his predictions were shaped by the context of his time, and how they continue to offer guidance today. The Buddha's view on the future is deeply intertwined with his understanding of the cyclic nature of time and existence. Central to his teachings is the concept of samsara, which refers to the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. According to the Buddha, life is not a linear journey, but a continuous loop where beings are reborn based on their actions and karma. This cyclic perspective shapes how the Buddha perceived future events. He believed that everything in existence goes through cycles of rise and fall, growth and decay. This means that even spiritual practices and moral values are subject to these natural cycles. For instance, the Buddha predicted that Buddhism itself would experience periods of decline and resurgence. The idea is that as moral and ethical standards deteriorate, suffering increases, leading to a decline in Dharma, the universal law and order. However, this decline is not permanent. It's part of a larger cycle that will eventually give way to renewal and restoration. Understanding this cyclic nature helps us see that challenges and difficulties are temporary phases within an ongoing process. It offers a more balanced perspective on the future, reminding us that change is constant, but also cyclical. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Buddha's teachings about the future is the prophecy of Maitreya, the future Buddha. Maitreya is foretold to be a bodhisattva, who will appear on earth in a time when the teachings of the Buddha have been forgotten or lost. His arrival is meant to restore Dharma and bring about a new era of enlightenment and peace. The Buddha described the conditions that would lead to Maitreya's emergence. He predicted that humanity would reach a point of moral and ethical decay, where greed, hatred, and ignorance prevail. In such times, suffering would be widespread, and people would have strayed far from the path of righteousness. However, this prophecy also carries a message of hope. The coming of Maitreya signifies that even in the darkest times, renewal and restoration are possible. Maitreya's role will be to re-establish the true teachings and guide humanity back to a state of harmony and spiritual fulfillment. For many Buddhists, the prophecy of Maitreya serves as a reminder that no matter how dire circumstances may become, there is always the potential for positive change and spiritual awakening. This belief continues to inspire faith and perseverance in the face of adversity. The Buddha's teachings were not just meant for his contemporaries, but also for future generations. He emphasized principles and practices that would remain relevant regardless of the changing times. One of the key teachings is the importance of mindfulness. By being fully present and aware in each moment, we can navigate life's challenges more effectively and cultivate inner peace. Another crucial aspect is ethical conduct. The Buddha stressed the significance of living a life grounded in moral values such as compassion, honesty, and nonviolence. These principles serve as a foundation for personal growth and harmonious coexistence within society. Continuous learning and practice are also vital. The Buddha encouraged his followers to keep questioning, exploring, and refining their understanding of his teachings. This approach ensures that the essence of his wisdom remains alive and adaptable to new contexts. These practical teachings offer timeless guidance that helps us address contemporary issues. Whether it's dealing with stress through mindfulness or fostering community through ethical behavior, the Buddha's insights provide valuable tools for creating a more balanced and fulfilling life. By integrating these teachings into our daily routines, we can contribute to a future that aligns with the principles of Dharma. To wrap things up, we've journeyed through the Buddha's profound insights about the future. We've explored the historical context in which he lived, his prophecies, the cyclic nature of time, and the anticipated arrival of Maitreya. We've also delved into practical teachings meant to guide us through these ever-changing times. Understanding the Buddha's perspective on the future not only enriches our spiritual knowledge, but also offers us valuable lessons for today. His predictions about the decline of Dharma and the eventual resurgence through Maitreya remind us that life is a continuous cycle of ups and downs. This cyclical view helps us maintain hope and resilience, knowing that even in times of moral decay, renewal is possible. Moreover, his teachings on mindfulness, ethical conduct, and continuous learning provide us with practical tools to navigate our own lives. These principles are timeless and remain highly relevant as we face contemporary challenges. I encourage you to reflect on these teachings and consider how they might apply to your own life. By doing so, we not only honor the Buddha's wisdom, but also contribute to a future that embodies his vision of harmony and enlightenment. Thank you for joining me on this insightful journey.